Have you ever felt like something isn't quite right, like you're living inside a version of reality that just doesn't reflect the depth of your dreams or who you truly are? You're not alone. So many of us walk through life feeling boxed and stuck in patterns, chasing goals that feel just out of reach, unaware of a deeper power that's quietly waiting within us. But what if I told you there's something powerful surrounding you right now, something unseen, yet very real, a vibrant, living field of energy of your aura, your spiritual force, your connection to the universe itself. And no, this isn't just some abstract or mystical idea. This energy field is a core part of your being. When you begin to understand it, to really connect with it, something magical starts to happen. Your intuition sharpens, your awareness deepens, and suddenly, life begins to feel less random and more aligned. Have you ever walked into a room and felt something was off? Or had a day where everything just flowed effortlessly, like the universe was working with you? That's not coincidence. That's energy. This subtle sensitivity is your spirit tuning into the energy field that connects all life. And as the great mystic ManlyPHall taught, when we learn to consciously direct this energy, when we train the mind to shape and guide it, we begin to reshape our very reality. Yes, you can influence the world around you, not through force, but through frequency. Not by control, but by co-creation. So, get ready to go deeper, because in this journey, we're unlocking ancient truths and powerful methods that can shift not only your inner world, but the collective reality we all share. The illusion of limitation, it starts to fall away, and in its place, a new horizon opens up, filled with clarity, purpose, and a sense of power that comes not from ego, but from alignment with your highest self. You were never meant to live small. You were born to remember who you truly are. A soul with the ability to shape energy, shift reality, and awaken others simply by being fully aligned with your truth. Let's begin. Have you ever wondered how invisible forces shape our reality? Long before modern science caught up, the ancient wisdom keepers were already exploring the mysteries of unseen energy. And among them was one of the most brilliant minds in history, Pythagoras. Now, most of us know Pythagoras as a mathematician, the triangle guy, but he was so much more than that. To him, numbers were sacred, a divine language that explained the harmony of the universe. He believed that magnetism wasn't just a physical force, it was spiritual, a manifestation of the deep, unseen connections that bind all things together. Everything, he believed, is connected through vibration, harmony, and energy. Centuries later, in the 17th century, something remarkable happened. A wave of spiritual revival swept through Europe. Movements like Rosicrucianism and Hermeticism emerged, bringing with them ancient teachings long hidden from the public eye. The Rosicrucians, in particular, held a powerful belief that magnetism was not just a scientific curiosity, it was a gateway to universal truth. Through sacred rituals and deep spiritual practices, they sought to align with magnetic forces, not for power, but for transformation, spiritual evolution, healing, awakening. And then came Franz Anton Mesmer, in the late 18th century, a name you might recognize from the word mesmerize. Mesmer introduced a concept he called animal magnetism, the idea that a subtle, invisible fluid flows through all living beings, connecting us to the entire universe. When this energy becomes imbalanced, he said, sickness and confusion arise. But through focused intent and magnetic passes of the hands, this energy could be realigned, restoring health, harmony, and spiritual clarity. Sounds mystical, right? But Mesmer's work laid the groundwork for what would later become hypnosis. And even modern psychology owes a quiet debt to these early explorers of the soul. So what does this all mean for us today? It means we're part of a much deeper story. One where ancient wisdom and modern science meet. One where the invisible isn't imaginary, it's essential. It's the very fabric of our being. The magnetism of the universe isn't just out there, it's within you. And when you learn to feel it, work with it, trust it, you begin to unlock something extraordinary. The ability to transform your reality from the inside out. This is the forgotten science of the soul, and the journey is only beginning. Have you ever felt like there's more to this world than meets the eye? That beyond the physical, beyond the noise, there's an invisible current flowing, pulsing, connecting all things. ManlyPHall certainly thought so. A true seeker of hidden wisdom, Hall spent his life exploring the sacred truths that lie beneath the surface of ordinary life. And one of the most profound areas he explored was energy manipulation. Now, when we talk about energy, we're not just talking about electricity or magnetism. We're talking about spiritual force, the subtle and seen energy that moves through all things, through you, through me, through the entire cosmos. According to Hall, this isn't just philosophy, it's a living truth. He believed that we are surrounded and filled by a vast, interconnected network of invisible energy. And here's the key: this energy can be shaped, directed, transformed by our intention, our will, and the purity of our spirit. This isn't just knowledge for mystics or gurus. Hall believed this ability lives in all of us, but awakening it, that takes more than just curiosity. It takes inner work, a spiritual maturity, moral clarity, and deep respect for the sacred. Because to truly work with this energy is to enter a sacred space. It's not about control. It's about alignment, healing, growth, transformation. Even shifting the flow of events around us all become possible when we tap into this universal current with humility and purpose. And while this might sound mystical, it echoes truths found in many spiritual traditions. From the prana of India to the cha of ancient China, different names, same essence. Hall's message is clear. We are not powerless observers. We are energetic beings capable of great light, great change, and great healing. And this gift, it's not just for the chosen few. It's a potential that lives within each and every one of us. So the question is, are you ready to remember what you've always known deep down? To reclaim your ability to shape energy, not with force, but with presence, awareness, and love. Because when the mind, heart, and spirit come into harmony, the universe responds. Let's begin this journey together. What if you could shape the energy around you and within you to create a more peaceful, empowered, and purposeful life? ManlyPHall believed we could do exactly that through knowledge, practice, and spiritual awareness. Hall taught that we all have the power to tune into the energy field that surrounds us and actually reshape it for our benefit and for the harmony of the world around us. And that raises a powerful question. How do we apply this in the modern world, with its chaos, distractions, and disconnection? Well, Hall's answer is simple, yet profound. We must learn to harmonize our inner state with the frequencies of the universe. In other words, when your thoughts, emotions, and breath are in sync with the flow of universal energy, your life begins to align in beautiful, often unexpected ways. This isn't just ancient wisdom, it actually aligns with modern science. We now know that our thoughts can affect our health, our environment, even the outcome of events. And Hall was teaching this long before it became mainstream. He developed techniques that are surprisingly accessible, grounded in practices like meditation and creative visualization. Practices that help us not only feel energy but shape it. And it starts with something as simple as this: sit, breathe, visualize. In Hall's teachings, you begin by visualizing energy as a light, a soft glow or vibrant color radiating from your body. This light isn't random. It responds to your mind, your focus, your intention. As you focus on it, you guide it gently, consciously shaping it to heal, protect, energize, or connect. And alongside visualization is the breath. Your breath is your bridge, the sacred rhythm that links your body and spirit. Hall taught that slow, deep breathing isn't just relaxing, it's transformational. It clears your energy field. It calms the noise of the mind, and it opens the channel to higher clarity. With every conscious inhale, you're drawing in universal life force. With every exhale, you're letting go of the static, the clutter, the fear. In this peaceful state, your mind becomes like still water, clear, receptive, powerful. Solutions come more easily. Your perception sharpens. Your heart feels lighter. This is where energy work begins, not with flashy rituals, but with presence, breath, and the willingness to look inward. And as you deepen your practice, something extraordinary happens. You realize you're not just a passive observer of life, you're an active architect of your reality. One breath, one thought, one moment at a time. So, Are you ready to reconnect with the energy that's always been flowing through you? To remember that you're not separate from the universe, you're woven into it. Let's take that first step together. Let's breathe. Let's visualize. Let's align. Because the power you seek is already within you. As we continue this journey of inner awakening, we now step into one of the most transformative aspects of energy work, healing. Naturally, as we learn to sense and shape our own energy field, we begin to unlock something even deeper. The ability to use that energy to heal, not just ourselves, but others too. According to the profound teachings of ManlyPHall, a trained and focused mind can guide energy with such precision that it becomes a force for genuine healing physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And here's where it gets truly fascinating. This transfer of healing energy doesn't have to be dramatic or ritualistic. It can happen in the simplest ways. A conversation, a hug, a handshake, even a heartfelt text message or phone call. Why? Because energy transcends space and form. We're always exchanging it whether we're aware of it or not. Ever notice how some people leave you feeling drained, while others light you up, like sunshine in human form? That's not random. That's energy exchange in action. Hall explained that energy follows a universal law of always seeking balance. People with low or chaotic vibrations often, without even realizing it, draw energy from others to stabilize themselves. So being aware of your own energetic state, that's not just self-care, it's mastery. The moment you become conscious of your energetic influence, you take back the reins. You realize you can raise the vibration in a room. You can cleanse a space of heaviness. You can project calm, peace, and light, simply by being aligned with it yourself. How? It starts with intention, with awareness, with cultivating inner joy, forgiveness, gratitude, and reverence for life, not just once, but as a way of being. Because when your vibration is high and stable, you become a radiant field of healing energy. And this isn't just spiritual theory, it's deeply practical. Just imagine being able to ease stress, calm anxiety, and even reduce physical symptoms, using the focused power of your own consciousness, using breath, visualization, and presence to recalibrate your inner world. Hall believed, and many now agree, that when we master our vibration, we begin to reshape our very experience of life. We become grounded, we become balanced, and we become a healing presence in a world that desperately needs more light. So remember, this isn't about becoming something new. It's about remembering what you already are. An energy being, a healer, a conscious co-creator. And the more you practice, the more you'll feel it. Your reality shifting, your perception expanding, your light reaching farther than you ever imagined. So breathe deeply, be aware, and let your energy do what it was always meant to do. Heal, inspire, transform. When we learn to align and shape our own energy, the benefits ripple far beyond ourselves. You see, this isn't just about personal healing or self-discovery. It's about raising the vibration of the collective. When your energy is clear, grounded, and filled with love, you change the atmosphere around you. You make a space feel safe, warm, welcoming. Even in moments of conflict or stress, your presence becomes a calming force, a quiet anchor of harmony. And this is exactly what ManlyPHall taught. His teachings on mental control of the energy field aren't just ancient theories, locked away in old books. They're practical, powerful, and deeply relevant to our daily lives, whether it's at home, at work, or even in public spaces. When you consciously emit positive vibrations, you uplift the people around you. You inspire cooperation. You create connection. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to convince anyone. You just be. Because energy doesn't lie. Modern science is only now beginning to catch up to these truths. Research in consciousness, epigenetics, and neuroscience shows us just how powerful our thoughts, feelings, and intentions truly are. Here's a simple truth. Two people can live through the exact same situation, but if one holds positive thoughts and the other clings to fear or negativity, their realities will feel completely different. Why? Because we don't experience life through facts. We experience it through feeling. That's where the power is. So if you want to shift your life, start with the vibe you're holding. Before you sleep tonight, try this. Put on something relaxing, maybe soft music, a nature sound, or even just the rhythm of your own breath. Then close your eyes and visualize the life you desire, not just as a thought, but as a feeling. What would it be like to live that reality? How would it feel to be surrounded by love, peace, success, and joy? How would people treat you? How would you move through the world? Feel it. Let that emotion anchor into your heart. Then, simply fall asleep. Your subconscious mind will carry that vibration into your dreams, and your reality will begin to shift in subtle and sometimes miraculous ways. Even a few minutes of this practice a day can reshape your world. Meditation helps too. You don't need hours. Just a few mindful moments of silence can align your mind with your higher self and bring peace where there once was noise.